When a rising WNBA star finds herself suspended by her own team for speaking her mind, it raises uncomfortable questions about player autonomy and organizational loyalty that every basketball fan needs to consider. The Chicago Sky have handed down a disciplinary action against Angel Reese, benching her for the opening half of their upcoming Sunday matchup with Las Vegas. The organization cited her recent public statements as being harmful to team dynamics, a move that's already stirring debate across social media platforms. But here's where it gets controversial. This suspension comes on the heels of Reese already sitting out Friday evening's contest against Indiana. Not by choice, but due to a league-mandated penalty for accumulating her 8th technical foul this season. So we're looking at back-to-back games where one of the league's most promising talents has been sidelined, first by the WNBA, now by her own franchise. The Sky organization released a carefully worded statement emphasizing their dedication to maintaining safety, respect, and the overall welfare of all players. They stressed their commitment to holding everyone accountable, allowing the roster to concentrate on what they do best, playing basketball. The front office insists this issue has been addressed behind closed doors and considers the matter resolved as they move forward united. And this is the part most people miss. What exactly did Reese say that warranted such drastic action? The two-time All-Star had openly shared her growing dissatisfaction with the franchise's trajectory during an interview with the Chicago Tribune. She didn't mince words when she suggested she could be forced to explore other options and prioritize what serves my career best, unless the organization demonstrated meaningful improvement in their approach. However, following Wednesday's victory against Connecticut, Reese attempted to soften her previous remarks and issued an apology to her teammates. But was the damage already done? The Sky's dismal 10-30 record certainly provides context for her frustration. The controversy deepens when you examine her specific criticisms of the team's roster construction, particularly at the point guard position. Reese didn't hold back when discussing veteran Courtney Vandersloot's situation, pointing out the reality that we cannot depend on Courtney to return from her ACL injury at her current age. While she'll undoubtedly bring value to our organization, building our future around that expectation isn't realistic. We require someone younger, with proven experience, a player who's actively competing at a high level and possesses championship-winning experience. Now here's what makes this situation particularly intriguing. Reese, who entered the professional ranks as the 7th overall selection in last year's draft, has been nothing short of spectacular on the court. She's currently posting impressive numbers with 14.7 points per game, while dominating the boards with a league-leading 12.6 rebounds average. With at least another year remaining on her rookie deal, she's essentially locked into this situation, whether she likes it or not. But this raises some uncomfortable questions that deserve honest discussion. Should professional athletes be penalized for expressing legitimate concerns about their team's direction? Is there a difference between being detrimental to the team versus being a vocal leader who demands excellence? And perhaps most importantly, when organizations consistently underperform, shouldn't players have the right to voice their frustrations without facing internal punishment? What's your take on this situation? Do you think the Chicago Sky made the right call in suspending Reese? Or does this represent an organization trying to silence justified criticism? Should young stars like Reese bite their tongues and accept mediocrity, or do they have an obligation to demand better from the franchises that draft them? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. This one's bound to divide opinion, and that's exactly why we need to talk about it.